Welcome to another game in which I'm going to be playing Kha'Zix solo top versus a Riven. We have a Ezreal Taric versus a Caitlyn Lulu in bot lane. We have a Xin Zhao mid versus Vladimir, and we have a Jax jungle versus a Maokai. Let's jump in and see how this goes then, shall we? Now, I picked Kha'Zix first pick due to the fact that Kha'Zix, as of right now, is noted for being OP. So I've been messing around with him recently and I've been enjoying him, particularly because I bought him in Season 2, he wasn't very good then because the meta didn't suit him, but now, because Assassins are very strong, he suits the meta. So anyway, I started with W this game, because I ended up pulling for the Jax, and because in general the W is the main skill for Kha'Zix, especially early game. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to patiently just sort of survive the early thing from Riven. Now, Riven made a few mistakes here. She wasn't aggressive enough and just let me farm. She should have continuously hit me if possible, to be honest. In the end, she was too passive, so I just sat here and I was able to farm when really I shouldn't have been able to. Maokai comes on and ganks me, and I end up jumping away. Now, I sense Maokai's probably still in that bush, but I decide to go off and farm anyway, and then, yep. Boom, I die. Knew it was coming, but didn't want to risk losing that farm, just in case he was actually gone. But I was unlucky and he decided to camp, but oh well. Generally, that happens. So, not a good start for me, to be honest, and I kind of sense Riven stomping me now. But she continues to play passive, and I don't know why. And she also moves away from the minions, which allows my Q to do more damage. So I'm winning the lane because she's not being aggressive against me. She's just letting me fight in the ways that I want to fight, not the ways that she wants to fight. Which gave me too many advantages in lane, and eventually I'm just going to outscale her because of it. Okay, so she hits 6 first, but she's not been aggressive until recently, and it's like I've already gained the strength I needed in this lane. So anyway, my first evolution is W. Why? Because W evolution means that W procs passive. Passive is very important for Kha'Zix. It allows me to do additional AoE damage and ranged poke. It also is the best skill for clearing the lane. In general, it also does more damage overall than Q, because Q needs them to be alone without any allies or minions near them, and requires you to be a little bit more proactive on positioning, whereas W is pretty much just chucking in their face and then taking a load of damage. Also, maxing it does more damage in almost every situation. So I'm just going to sit here, I'm going to slowly get poked down, pretty much. Kind of painful. I was kind of hoping Jax would come along, but he decided not to. And I baited out her ult, but I flashed, and then she chases me down, I W her, ignite, hit her with passive, and hope that Jax can kill her, but sadly, nope. But oh well, so I get farm, and then I go back to buy myself my Mercury Treads and a second Doran's. Now, it seems a bit odd to go Mercury Treads versus Riven, but it's not the AD that's going to kill me, it's the stun in this situation. But anyway, so she goes on me, she makes a big mistake, and then I just kill her, because I can. I'm stronger than her now. I've been out farming her pretty much all game, and I've been more proactive and using my skills and skill set to my advantage. She hasn't. So I became stronger than her, and she didn't go double Dorans, which meant I have more health. And then, yeah, I'm just outscaling her now because she didn't do enough early game to affect me. And then I get my double long swords towards my brutalizer, and then I go off and I try to kill her, and Maokai comes along. And I'm like, damn it. Okay, fine. So Riven comes back for farm. E, boom, W, ignite, dead Riven. Maokai, probably not too pleased with that Riven at this point in the game. But overall, I'm feeling content. I'm getting, even though I had a poor early, I'm coming back in because bad decision making from the Riven. Perfectly fine by me, I'm getting fed. What I need to do, I'm an assassin. So anyway, gonna come back and I'm gonna focus on farming here, and then now the second evolution point I put in was for the wings, so that it's got a longer range, and so that when I kill or get an assist, it resets the cooldown. The reason you do this is because that way, this is usually the point when you start having more fights and going in possible team fights. So you want to be able to jump in, kill somebody, or get an assist from somebody, and then jump out, because that way you don't risk dying, because you're an assassin, you're not a bruiser, you're not a tank, so taking damage is not a good thing for you. You die very quickly. Your job is to jump on top of a carry, kill them, get out. If you go away from that goal, very likely that most fights you will die very quickly. So you have to take the E evolution for that purpose. Jump in, kill, carry, jump out. That is your goal. You then jump back in when you see an opportunity. That's pretty much how it goes. So anyway, gonna play it safe at the moment because I sense Maokai trying to gank me perhaps. And I'm just trying to get money for stuff. Vladimir tries to gank me. They just like trying to babysit the Riven now because Riven made mistakes, but they want to push this tower, and they also kind of want to dive me. Fine, they can try. And then my Xin comes, and so does my Jax, and I move at this point, and I kind of wish at this point that I had told them just look, don't bother. But in the end, they go in, they kill Vladimir, but then they both die. Not good, because it gave Riven 2 kills. I ended up backing off, but oh well. I get my BF sword for my Bloodthirster, because more damage equals faster clear, and I can assassinate people easier. And then I'm just going to continue to farm. I'm still out farming Riven. I've got the highest farm in this game currently, and I'm outscaling Riven, hopefully. Riven's a bruiser though, so she'll be more useful teamfight wise than me, perhaps, just because I'm just there to kill a carry, and after that my uses slowly diminish. Anyway, dive onto Riven and boom, kill her. Walk away with a kill, happy with that. And I get double buff, because she killed Jax earlier, who had double buff. I'm happy with that. Double buff Kha'Zix, pretty strong. And then I clear up that farm, and I go back with the Jax. I get my Bloodthirster, I get some wards, and I wander off over here because it looks like we're having a fight. Fight doesn't go well for us. I come in, I chase down these guys, kill the Lulu, and then we kill the Caitlyn. Boom. Quite happy with that. I back off because of Vladimir pushing, so I want to go stop him, and I get this farm. Stack up my Bloodthirster at this point. My goal now, stack up Bloodthirster so that when it comes to team fights, I can burst somebody down really quickly using the damage from W, Q, and the passive procs. Now, the other advantage of the evolution on the W is because it does the passive proc on all 3 hits. If you start your fight by casting that, multiple hits of your passive, very strong. But anyway, jump in on top of Riven, kill her, then come over here and go for the Maokai. So then, boom, jump. I jump straight to Caitlyn, and I try and focus her down. Sadly, I didn't have my passive because I jumped wrong. I needed to jump in the bush so that she couldn't see me to get the passive proc so I could keep on her. But overall, perfectly happy. We lost our support, they lost 3. Pretty good. And then I now have all 3 evolutions. Your 3rd evolution point usually goes into Q, so that it does more damage if the target's alone. The reason being is Q does more damage than your ulti ever will, because ulti just gives you another proc pretty much of your passive, which you shouldn't need because you won't be in a fight for that long, and reduce damage while in stealth. The stealth is only, I think it's very short. But anyway, jump straight into Vladimir, kill him, boom, assassinated. The ulti lasts for 1 second, so that's an extra second of stealth and reduced damage while in stealth. It's not very big, it's not very useful, to be honest. You don't gain a lot of benefit for evolving it, to be honest, compared to the other 3. It's mostly there just for 2 more procs. There's no point after that. But anyway, jump straight onto Caitlyn and try and burst them down. Sadly, we don't manage to. They all get away, except for perhaps Maokai. Nope, Maokai even gets away. But we do bait out a Vladimir ult. They need to kill Tarek, but he lives through pure luck. I have my Blood Black Cleaver now, and I'm building up for my more Mortis for against the Vladimir, because I don't want to die solely from him. And the damage is nice if I were to suddenly get bursted-ish down. But anyway, we go in for a fight here at the red buff. I wait a few seconds, and then I see perfect target, Caitlyn, boom. But in the end, I chuck everything onto Lulu by accident. And then pretty much jump out, boom, live, and my team finishes off, and I get away with it. Pretty pleased with that. Nice maneuver for me. We take the dragon, we then wander off, farm a bit more. I'm trying to get enough money for my next item, my more Mortis. I wander off over here, see if the red's there. Nope. Go over here and take this farm, and then I back off. I get my pickaxe towards the more Mortis, and then Zin and Tarek both die, probably getting caught. But oh well, they're doing Baron at this point. Jax jumps in, I catch out Caitlyn, and then focus her down, and kill her. Boom. Then back off. They're all just sort of chasing after me, so they're, in the end, they're not getting any benefit. And then they leave Vladimir to nearly die to Ezreal and Tarek, but in the end they turn back and they kill Tarek. But overall, we did what we needed to do there, which was stop them from taking the Baron, which is fine. We just needed to stop them from taking that, because if they took that, they could have been able to push against us and possibly win full-on engages. But then we go over here and we chase down Vladimir. Ezreal ends up backing away and leaving me to kill, just in case, because Vladimir can be quite irritating in that after the pull he can very quickly Q, and that Q damage can be quite harsh. Now, we notice one of them's bot lane, and of course we just killed Vlad, so we're like, let's rush Baron and back off with it. And then take blue buff, and then we try to push in here a bit, and we back off by a bit. I get my chain vest towards my guardian angel, and then we wait for an opportune moment to catch out Caitlyn for the team fight, because we need to kill her, because we've not really got a tank as such, which is probably not good for us, to be honest. But overall, feeling content this game, doing well. Then we jump in here, I get caught here, and yeah, I die. But in the end, we kill the Caitlyn, we get the tower. My Ezreal backs off a bit too prematurely, to be honest, and the fight turns out badly for us. But we still get the inhib, and then my team backs off with that, and we come back here and prepare for possible another fight. But in the end, it never happened, so I just go bot lane and clear it, and then trying to rush my gold for my GA. There we go, got my GA ready for the next fight, and then this the Tarek kind of starts throwing at this point, starts wandering off, getting himself caught and stuff, and then this happens. Yeah, didn't go well for us at all. Cost me my GA. Quite bad, to be honest. Considering we didn't kill anyone, and that all erupted due to Tariq being what I would call a noob, pretty much, in this situation. He was baiting them in and then he died because he was stupid. So, not good from that point of view. He's just dicking around now because he's getting over cocky because we're doing really well this game. But, oh well, anyway. So I take blue buff, we rush Baron because we notice once again one of them bot lane. Take that. And then Tariq decides he wants to just push top lane. And it's like, why? I don't understand. We could just team fight with win, but nope, he would rather go off and split push. And in the end, he gets caught and killed here. So we just go down here and we'll force down a push. And then we back off. And I build a Sheen for either a Trinity Force or an Iceborne Gauntlet. And then we get ready for another fight here. So, we're looking out for a perfect opportunity to kill Caitlyn, pretty much, here. That is what we're looking for. But I notice them behind us, and then they all initiate on me, because I'm at the back, and I can't get away properly. In the end, I end up dying really early on in the fight. Not good for us, but in the end, we still kill 3. We come out even at the end, which is fine, I guess, but it's not brilliant. To be honest, we shouldn't even be coming out even. We should be winning team fights, but people are getting over cocky and stuff. But anyway, I've got my GA back up now, and we're getting ready for another fight. So, we catch out Lulu here. They go onto Xin, and then I jump straight onto Caitlyn. Boom. Me, Jax, both straight on her, and she's dead. Boom. Then I back off, I wait, and I go in for Vlad. I wait, my GA gets popped, but they spend all that time killing me. And then we just go target Riven, I leave them to kill her. And then I rush over here to push down the inhibitor. And I do this as quickly as I can, very, very slowly, it would appear. And then we go in for the push for the win. Xin tanks the towers, and we take down this tower as quickly as we can. We've got about 20 seconds this time, plenty of time. We take down this tower. And finally the Nexus. I thoroughly enjoyed playing this game. It was GG well played. Thank you for watching.